Hello everyone and welcome back. This episode of Bitcoin Trade. I guess this is a news episode. It just gets crazier and crazier. And man, can it get any crazier? So headline here is Satoshi Nakamoto's email hacker allegedly in talks with Bitcoin creator. There's the author. There's a date, and that's the title, and that's off of CoinDesk. So, really crazy stuff. I don't know what to say. If you read the article, it's interesting. The most weird part about it is if you read the the comments. After a while, it shows up. Read the comments, and man, there's a lot of people who are hating right now. And there you go. There's some comments, and some people don't even believe this is real. There's a lot of little acronyms there where I have no idea what they mean, but anyways, a lot of hate for the hacker. Anyways, there you go. And how does this affect the price, or does it even make any news? So far, I have not noticed anything different with the price. And so, just to get an idea, let's do a chart analysis now. Now I'm on excuse me here. I'm on Bitfin. There we go. And this is on a 12-hour Bitfin, and it's after dipping, but the news didn't come out until like right here, right in the middle, and then it started rising in price, and this is recent, and so it seems like this was a non-event on the news as far as I can tell. It wasn't like, something like this. It's something just like this, and just seems like it's just ranging. Nothing's changed. So, weird stuff. So let's go back to the article. And, man, let's talk about this stuff. This is so weird. And so after all this, I don't know if there's any blackmail going on. Which is really strange. Or Satoshi Nakamoto has convinced this hacker to stay quiet. It is so weird. So anyways, this is an interesting story. I'm going to follow it. Well, I don't know how to follow it other than if some other news comes up about it, I like to theorize and have a crazy theory. But anyways, read the story. It's, you can't make this stuff up, or maybe you can. Who knows? So, anyways, let's go to the chart analysis real quick. And so, let's look at the prices. And if you look at it, it looks pretty good because Bitstamp is now higher, and $5 higher. It seems to be the normal right now compared to Bitsy and all the other exchanges. So the Chinese exchange is starting to come on, Bitfin, and then probably Coinbase is very close to Bitstamp. I've been watching Coinbase, and it's kind of there. So now Bitstamp's on top, and then these guys are now trailing or even match. And Bitsy is lower. At some point, it was higher in the highest of all of these. So it looked like things are normalizing. I can call it normalizing, but now it may be pulling up, which it has slightly. But then again, here comes that 25 period average, estimated average, and it's hitting up there. So if you see the patterns here, it hits up, and then it'll just keep hitting it, but it's not able to break through. So unless this is able to break through, that's when I think you're going to have a good chance of getting an uptrend going. The other clue would be the new high is higher than the last high, and that would be like one of the first clues that you may notice the trend going back up. And so we'll see. It has to go over that, stay above it, and also be higher than this to see if there's a break. So there you go. So there's a couple options there until it breaks up here. I don't know if it can go any higher, but at the same time it's so low in price. And from my trades, it seems like there's a lot of demand going on, basically a lot of buying. But the way I'm trying to, the reason for me putting into, I guess you could say circulation, but trading right now is to get Bitcoins into as many hands as possible for use. And so the cheaper it is, I think the more people may try it out, because it will fluctuate in price. If the price is low and it's gone up 1,000, there's no reason why it wouldn't reach 1,000 again. That's just my feelings on it. And you know, once it always seems like in a trader's mind, if it reached that price one time, it can reach that price again and above it and go beyond. And that's always I don't know, that's psychological, but every person that ever traded always tends to gravitate towards that, or the opposite. If it's gone this down, it could hit that low again, or even further down. And you know, those are the short sellers. But in some sense, that's how they play, and they see it that way. And the interesting part is, if you're long or short, whatever you're doing, they always seem to know, whichever position you are, you always seem to know that that's the position, or that's the way it's going to go. So if you're always long, or you believe in being long, you know when it's about to go long, right? When it's about to go up, and you see a lot of people coming in that way. That's one indication. Usually it's a lagging, but if you're in the middle of it, you can pick up on it real quick. And the opposite as well. If you're seeing a lot of selling, short selling going on, you know, you could probably pick up on that too as it's happening, and know when to be short. So anyways, my trades in real life, they're I don't know what's going on, but I've also noticed that there's a lot less trading. Not a lot. The normal, well, how can I say this? I don't really meet anybody, so I can't really say my normal people who I trade with. I don't know them at all. But I would say, like, the normal or the usual people who trade, I don't see or hear of them that often. And it's kind of been a smaller grouping is what's going on. That's what I noticed from my trading. It used to be a wider group, now it's a smaller group. It's narrowing, and it's narrowing in pockets in different places of the area. So maybe some consolidating is going on in the physical world of Bitcoin trading. So there's actually something going on that kind of reflects this trading pattern that you're seeing. So there could be a lot of people who are getting out of this space, or have gone on to another space, like, I don't know, an altcoin, a different part of this whole thing as being merchant processing instead of trading, or working for a bank, I don't know, or another startup, but not necessarily in investing or trading. So that you could see a lot of consolidating in that. So that's what I'm getting consensus on my trades anyway, and what's going on as far as in the physical world. As far as in the virtual reality, I'm noticing also it's getting harder, actually, and harder to get bitcoins. And I guess it's going to eventually show up in the prices. Eventually, supposedly. If it goes down, I mean, I'm going to still try to get as much as I can, but I'm noticing that it is getting harder to get. So, anyways, hopefully the price will turn up, but if it goes down, I mean, I'll still buy. So I'm just getting it. It's kind of weird. You're getting more bitcoins. I mean, you're getting the same amount, but you're getting more bitcoins. So from getting a couple bitcoins to now, as the price goes down, to getting more bitcoins, it's kind of weird. It feels like you're getting a better deal, because you've been used to, like, maybe if you've been buying around the $600 or $700 range, and now you're buying at the $400 to $500 range, you're noticing you got a lot more bitcoins. Although the value is the same, but just the fact that you got a lot more, it just feels like you can spread your trades around a little bit more. It just feels like it. I don't know if it really means it, but I always try to hold on to as much of it as I can, because as the price goes down, they become cheaper. You're getting one whole Bitcoin for less than what you would have paid for previously. It just seems like the risk of holding on to it is greater, or there's a greater reward for that than trying to trade something for it, if that makes sense. It seems like a good opportunity to hold, is what I'm saying, and to see what happens. Whatever you're comfortable with, but that's if the prices are low enough, or you feel that they're low enough. I think at these prices, it's from what they've been, it seems low enough to risk. Like people talk about volatility. For me, volatility works both ways, either up or down. But it works well when you're holding bitcoins, and the volatility is an upward volatility. That's when it's great to hold bitcoins. When is it great to sell bitcoins? When volatility is going towards the down direction, selling direction, and those are the times when you probably want to be a short. So for me, it's for the purpose of buying in later more bitcoins than I would have bought previously. So anyways, I'm always a little biased. I'm long on Bitcoin, so that's what I'm kind of consensing or feeling. I mean, it's hard to say. I don't really talk to a lot of the people I trade, believe it or not. I never even meet them. The ones I do, we're talking, but we're trying to get to a point where forming a legal entity of some sort to, I guess, partner up and start a startup. Literally, we're doing a startup, seed funding, and we're doing it with all our own money. So it's kind of exciting in that way. The risk is, you never know with a new startup. Anyways, hopefully if this breaks out, you can see an up. If it doesn't break and it's been bouncing like this, just look for more trending downwards until it probably breaks right here at this price, and then just starts falling from there. People will start panicking and start selling. So look out for those signs, and you should be alright. This is going to be a little short episode. Let me go back to the article again, because it's the drama and the intrigue and the whole mystery. It just gets crazier and crazier as you keep trading this stuff. I don't know if you can make this up or if you can't make this up, but if you're around and if you're seeing this, it's quite an experience. Anyways, feel free to comment, like, dislike, or even leave a video response. Until next time, stay tuned.